Hey guys, Joe Howard here. Listen, today I'm going to teach you guys how to get unlimited sources of motivation. Matter of fact, the other day in a Facebook post, I asked people if you could tell me what makes you motivated, what is it? And then people listed all kinds of things, which a lot of them were based on willpower, which we'll talk about in a second, of how that can be harmful in maintaining and keeping the results coming and staying motivated. And then there's a couple who actually went off the facts of putting up things about how they look at magazines, and they look at pictures, and they have these visions of mind or where they want to get to, which is all about imagination. And imagination is the main source of motivation that comes into play and is long-lasting if you constantly put it into place. So let's talk about this a little bit more in depth today and talk about how motivation is easily created right now. Matter of fact, you probably had it before. You pick up a DVD or something, you watch a movie, and it's like, it almost gives you an instant sense of motivation where you want to get to the gym like right now, and you want to work out, you want to start pushing at results, whatever it is. Matter of fact, here's some ideas of some things. Maybe you've seen the show Rudy before. You know, if you haven't heard the story about Rudy, Rudy is a guy that has a vision to play for Notre Dame all of his entire life. He wants to go there and play football, be on the field, and his family was the family where, you know, they're the Rudigers. They don't really have much of a life. They work in a factory, and that's just their life. So they don't see the possibilities of doing that. They think that's just not for them. And then this kid pushes and has a vision of it and dreams about it and has it so real in his mind that he's going to do it. And matter of fact, he does it. He gets on field, he plays, and it's an amazing story. And if you actually have the DVD and you play that little episode that they have as like a bonus feature, it's like literally 3 minutes, and it's the most motivational, inspiring story of him and how he did this. And it makes you want to go work out today, and makes you push and go towards goals that you think you want in life, and to push them as hard as you can and get there, knowing that there's a possibility to get there because you have a strong vision, a strong imagination of it. You know, another thing is like Team Hoyt. If you guys ever seen Team Hoyt, if you haven't, go onto YouTube and search Team Hoyt and watch the stories about this dad who has a son that has this disability from the day he was born and pretty much thought he was going to be a vegetable. And then they started learning these machines they can hook up to him to kind of hear what he's thinking of his mind. He actually can speak through this machine to his parents. And this dad gives his whole life, he dedicates it to pushing his kid in a wheelchair during the run of a triathlon. It puts him into a boat and pulls him behind and swims with this boat behind him. And then when he bikes, he puts him in like a stroller in the front of his bike and bikes. He runs triathlons and marathons and Ironmans with this kid all the time. And he's constantly pushing him and pulling him and working through this race with him. And it's inspiring, and it makes you want to go push, and it makes you kind of tear up a little bit because there's motivation behind it. It's imagination. I'm thinking, man, what if that could be me? What if I have that power to change people's lives and see them a certain way, and I can motivate them to push and do the change that they want in life? See, that's all imagination. That's all I'm talking about right now. I'm not talking about willpower. There's nowhere in there that says this guy has to have the willpower to get up every single day. He has to have the willpower to do this. No, it's imagination that makes it happen. Seeing the vision of playing for Notre Dame is imagination. And seeing what it's going to be like to be on the field. He's never been there. I mean, you guys probably do this already. You plan on going on vacation to maybe Fiji or Hawaii or something like that. And you picture the nice sandy beaches and the blue water. And you picture all the stuff and how amazing it's going to be. You've never been there. So how can you have such a strong passion about something when you've never been there? You've never even seen it before, besides we've seen it in maybe papers or articles or something like that. Imagination. Your imagination wanders, okay? So the key is, because imagination does wander, you have to do 3 things. You have to harness it. You have to organize it, and you have to direct it in the right path. That is the key. Okay, so a waterfall is raw power when you think about it. It has a lot of force behind it. But if you put it into a dam where there's going to be now turbines and generators and stuff like that, you can actually organize that water into becoming a powerful source that's going to direct it to give it energy. And that's exactly what you guys want to do with motivation through energy that's going to lead from the facts of imagination, okay? So here's how you do this. First, I want you to understand how willpower works if you guys focus on willpower and why it's not that great. Let's say this is your normal life, this rubber band right here. See, when we stretch willpower, we start pulling it out like this here. And imagine holding this rubber band like this all day long. And without having imagination in there involved, this is going to have what's called a snapback effect. Imagination keeps the snapback effect from happening, okay? So if I just get more and say, I'm going to do a really good day, I'm going to work out, I'm going to eat my good food today, I'm going to, push and get some amazing results in the future, and then you get to the day and it gets busy. The phone rings, snapback, right? Or your friends call you up and say, hey, do you want to go out and do something? Yup, snapback, because you go back to your original position again. This is willpower. Willpower does not work. You have to have a strong imagination behind exactly what you want. So when you visualize what's it like to have nice, sexy toned glutes, or what's it like to have nice, big pecs of your guys and you want that, or big biceps, or whatever it is, the imagination is powerful. So if you're not something daily to keep your goals on the top of your mind, to have a strong vision every day, you're really missing out. You have to be doing something daily on a daily basis and throughout the day to actually keep you motivated. So maybe you have a picture, it pops up on your phone, and it's a motivational type picture of some glutes that some female wants, something like that, or the pecs that the guy wants. And then later throughout the day, you put yourself up a little quote on your phone so it pops up as an alarm and says, something that's going to touch you in a certain way. Maybe it's something from Rudy or something from a different song or a show or something that you saw that motivated you. Maybe it's the Rocky Balboa thing where he talks about, it doesn't matter how hard you get back up again, whatever it is. You put those words into a line now and you put it on your phone. As soon as you see that, bam, imagination starts wandering about how you're going to be conquering this day, how you're going to do it, how you're going to have the glutes like that or the pecs like that, whatever it is. Imagination is key. See, we want to avoid the actual physical willpower part of it because of the snapback effect. This is what most people do. You guys probably been there. So if you've done this before where it's like you want to start working out, you want to start doing things, and next thing you know, it's like bam, snap back again. And you're like, what is wrong with me? Like, why can't I get this right? Because you lost focus, okay? Zig Ziglar has a good quote out there, and it goes like this. Obstacles are the things we see when we lose sight of our goals. It's very simple. Imagination, put that into place. Obstacles are the things we see if we lose sight of our imagination. If you have a strong imagination, a strong focus, you'll keep moving towards your goals, and you'll be motivated, and you're going to push, and you're going to keep going. But the time that you lose sight of that motivation through imagination, you're going to fail at what you do. You guys, this is a chance right now to start picking things up right now. Change 2015 and make a huge difference. Start with imagination. Go find some article right now, print out, cut off some pictures on it, or print them off the internet or something. Put it into like a success board of what you want to accomplish. Maybe you have goals of like trying to accomplish so much money this year, or buy a new car or a house or something. If you guys have a strong vision on there, you're going to focus on that. And the reality is, let's say for example it's a house factor. You put money into account and you save up for it, you're going to get to the house faster. But if you're wantonly just going around spending money on all these other things you imagine be way more beneficial, like buying a new TV or all that kind of stuff, your house is not going to happen as quick as you want to. Imagination is key. Take time right now, you guys. Do me a favor, comment down below, let me know how you like this video. If you guys have any questions, also leave those below this video too. And I'm going to help you guys 2015 reach some major results.